You're probably familiar with higher oxygen levels allowing for giant insects to evolve earlier in Earth's history. You may have even heard that an abundance of oxygen also led to dinosaurs getting larger than any modern land animal, but was this really the case? Not quite, and there's a few reasons for this. For one, insects and dinosaurs have very different physiologies, especially when it comes to breathing. Insects usually have a more passive system of breathing than land vertebrates, meaning that rather than being pumped manually, air flows through openings in the body to a maze of special tubes. These tubes diffuse oxygen to different tissues, meaning that the efficiency of the whole system is limited by the rate of diffusion and thus oxygen concentration in the air. When there's more oxygen in the air, like during the Carboniferous, it means that much more can be diffused throughout the body, meaning that insects can oxygenate much larger bodies. Land vertebrates, on the other hand, have a much more efficient way of breathing, manually taking in large amounts of air and diffusing oxygen through the bloodstream to reach every part of the body quickly. Part of what makes dinosaurs so impressive, especially the largest ones, is that they were able to breathe extremely efficiently, even at lower oxygen levels. Less oxygen at the end of the Triassic, for example, may have prompted saurischians to develop a complex system of air sacs that allowed them to take in oxygen while both inhaling and exhaling. This means that oxygen was always in the system, which is important for extremely energetically taxing movement, like flying and later birds. Check out my last video if you're interested in learning more about dinosaur breathing mechanisms. Another important distinction between the giant bugs and the dinosaurs is that, while Mesozoic oxygen levels are still being debated, it's likely they are much closer to today's than we usually give them credit for. It seems that there were long stretches that were either lower or higher than today, but not to the same extreme as during the Carboniferous, and so along with the different physiology in dinosaurs, these levels likely wouldn't have led to the same kind of oxygen-driven gigantism we saw in the bugs. So was there more oxygen in the atmosphere during the time of the dinosaurs? Maybe, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the reason they got so big.